Zandon's poetry in motion. Big horse, but light on his feet. And he's always showed up and been consistent and been right there with some of the top horses in training. In the Bluegrass Stakes, he showed his determination and his raw ability.
It's over! Zandon wins the Toyota Bluegrass!
I feel breeders will be really blown away by what a striking, outstanding looking horse he is.
Hello everybody, Mike Welsch back with you again with the 2024 Belmont Stakes Clocker Report, brought to you by the good folks at Spendthrift Farm, the home of 2022 Belmont Stakes winner Mo Donegal. We called a little bit of an audible with our plans today. I had promised to have Dave Grenning on with me this morning to go over the field, but a busy day for Dave, for both of us actually, a lot of riding to do, and the draw is tonight for both the Belmont and the Met Miles. So if everything goes well, we'll try to have Dave here tomorrow after the draw is done with his opinions on the entire field, and maybe we can coax a pick or two out of him for the big race. Now, I did, speaking of the post-position draw, which comes at 5 o'clock tonight, we're filming this obviously earlier in the morning, I did some research looking at past mile-and-a-quarter races here at Saratoga to see how significant the post-position draw might be. It is certainly not the same as when you have a 20-horse field for the Kentucky Derby. Over the last 20 years, there's really not been much difference in the win percentage from posts 1 through posts 8. 9 and 10, it does drop off, but the sample size is so small it's really hard to get a line there. But again, I guess you'd rather not be on the extreme outside, maybe not on the rail either. We'll see how the posts fall tonight. Now, like I said yesterday, all the major work is now done. Just a matter of keeping these horses happy and healthy and just getting in some routine gallops. I got to see 5 of the 10 potential Belmont starters this morning galloping very early over the Belmont training track. 2 of the horses still not on the grounds. Anna Marie and the Wine Steward get in later today. Todd Pletcher had his trio of Mindframe, Antiquarian, Protective out in the first 2 sets. They all galloped a routine mile and a half from what I could see. I liked Antiquarian. Coming into the stretch, at the top of the stretch, he kind of cocked his head out, was looking at some visitors that were kind of here early this morning, taking in all the activity that went on here on the Oklahoma training track. But he straightened away after that, got his focus back, looked good, the ears were up coming through the wire, and he too went about a mile and a half, a mile and 5/8 before pulling up. Sierra Leone, I did not see him today. I'm not sure if he trained on this track or the main track. I'm here most of the morning. I only get a brief run over at the main track. So Sierra Leone I did not see. And his stablemate Tuscan Gold is now out of consideration for the Belmont. He will not be in the entry box when they pull the pills tonight. Mystic Dan, first horse out on the track this morning. His first day back galloping after working Saturday, walking yesterday. A little bit different routine today. Usually he comes out, backs up to the 8th pole, turns around, gallops about a mile and a half, mile and 5/8. This morning he backed up all the way around, jogged about a mile, then turned around and galloped about a mile in the right direction. He looked fine too coming out of his work. I'm not sure if that'll be the new routine or he'll go back to his old ways tomorrow. But if you like to see him, you can come out here. You got to be here early, 5:30, 5:45 for Mystic Dan. Seize the Gray back at Oklahoma. Remember, he began his career here last year, has plenty of work over this track. Getting reacquainted this morning, first visit after shipping in early Saturday evening, and he had a pretty busy morning. He went a mile and 3/4 galloping, looked fine with trainer Wayne Lucas under the watchful eye of Hall of Fame trainer Wayne Lucas on the pony. And like I said, Anna Marie and the Wine Steward, they will be in later today. Maybe we'll see them for the first time tomorrow. So that's pretty much of a recap of what happened here today. It's going to be quiet in that regard, the Belmont Stakes activity, but we'll be here covering it all. Hopefully I'll get Dave Grenning here tomorrow. We'll go down and look at the field. So still a lot of ground to cover. Keep it right here for the best coverage of Belmont Stakes and the entire Belmont Racing Festival at Saratoga. It's right here on DRF.com.